Hey everyone! So we're still in China and we're wrapping up with our last final days. So since I've fallen a little bit behind with our busy schedule, I'm going to update you in the last 3 days of our crazy China adventure. Alright, just excuse the corny bits that I can't resist, apparently. 2 days ago we ended up just doing, we tried to relax, take it easy for a day. We did a little bit of shopping and just kind of saw the everyday life of Taiwan. We went to lunch at Pizza Hut, and I know you're thinking like, Pizza Hut, that's very American, why would you do that? Pizza Hut here is quite an experience. When you think of Pizza Hut back home, you think of a regular fast food pizza chain, right? Well, here, Pizza Hut is the classiest of restaurants. They even serve escargot. I kid you not. They serve smoothies, like steaks and pasta. Everything is so fancy. You don't have to dress up to go, but they serve escargot. They give you silverware, which was the first time we'd used silverware the entire time we're here. We're getting used to using chopsticks. It wasn't bad, it was great, but it wasn't Pizza Hut. They had pizza, but we did go to McDonald's too, just to get some french fries, and that was just like any other McDonald's, but Pizza Hut is a classy place. We also ended up picking up some souvenirs, like some cute chopsticks, which can be kind of expensive when you get really nice ones. I guess it's kind of like getting silverware instead of, maybe plasticware or some other kind of quality, but it was really nice. And we ended up meeting up with one of Yao's friends, who was also really nice. Everything was really nice. I'm just going to keep using that one adjective. Once again, as I've mentioned before, there aren't a lot of Westerners. So when we see one, which we haven't, but when everyone else sees one, it's something to look at. We got to talk to people who were, interested in speaking to Americans. The first guy joined us on the bus and was very interested. Oh, Americans, Meiguo. Meiguo is how you say American in Chinese, and it actually means land of the beautiful people, I think. Something along those lines, something about beautiful people. So, Mei is the adjective for beautiful, and that was quite repetitive. While flattering, I will continue to receive such compliments. Thank you. I know. New Year's Eve was yesterday, and, the Chinese New Year's Eve was yesterday. And, people really like to light off fireworks on New Year's. And for New Year's Eve, that means you can start letting off fireworks at 6:30 in the morning, which we heard. Granted, people have been letting off fireworks all week long, but New Year's Eve, it was kind of like you always heard fireworks somewhere off in the distance if you didn't see them. And then when it got closer to midnight, it became really, really loud, and then at midnight, it was almost deafening. Everyone here buys their own fireworks, and just looking out the window, even on this porch, you can see over the top of all these buildings because we're in a city, and there's fireworks everywhere. I kind of feel like it's a little bit dangerous. Especially because this isn't done by professionals, this is just done by people like you and me, everyday people, unless you're into fire things. I'm sure some of you are. We were lighting off just these little ones that just, they shoot into the air. They're not the giant explosives, but they're really pretty to look at. And sometimes it would, tip sideways and bolt in another direction. There's this, string of, I'm going to call them poppers. When they explode, they kind of shoot off this little piece, just go, and sometimes they hit you. Christina got hit in the tooth. I feel bad. And it's a good thing it hit her tooth and not the back of her throat. I would be kind of shocked if I got hit in the tooth with a piece of a firework. On the 4th of July back home, I'm always really upset when I see a fireworks performance that only lasts 10 minutes. I wait all year round to see those fireworks. I want to see them for at least an hour. And here they've been going off for a long time, so I feel like I got my fill for quite a while, and I saw them up close. We had those little popper things, but we also had the mega big ones. Dangerous, but cool. So the firecracker things, even though they hit Christina in the tooth, they actually have a purpose. People light them in front of their buildings and homes because it's supposed to scare away monsters for the new year. I can see that. I would be scared if I were a monster, I suppose. I'm kind of scared now. And then we ended up going over to Yao's granddad's for dinner, which is the usual custom. You go over to your, I can do this, hold on. It's actually very specific. On New Year's Day, you go over to the wife's parents' family, and then for dinner, you go over to the husband's parents' family. Yeah, that's how it goes, I think. And we got to meet a lot of relatives. I learned how to make dumplings, found out I'm not good at it at all. All of mine exploded. All the other ladies who made them, they're moving with their fingers super fast and pinching it and it just looks so gorgeous. And then I'm like taking my time, end up with this blob that only explodes in the oven.
It's a mouse.
Hers looks beautiful. Mine looks like a
starving mouse.
Mine's like the mouse that was already eaten.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, agree.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my god. Good lord.
Good lord.
That's ugly.
They have some dumplings actually have a little tiny coin in them, which is, if you find it, it's good luck or wealth or whatever someone says, like the next coin will be blah blah blah, insert good fortune here. I'm a very enthusiastic eater. I can eat a lot and I can eat it in a short amount of time. Some of the times I was kind of concerned that I would end up swallowing a coin. Fortunately, I didn't eat any coins as far as I know. I might have. Do you know that they eat bones here? Yes, real bones, like the marrow, not just the marrow, but like the bone. Some bones and ligaments and etc. kind of soft and kind of chewy, and then I can understand, but like the hard bone. We had just been served lamb, and Yao's like kind of gnawing on this lamb leg without any meat. I guess it's tasty. I still have yet to try it. I'll give it a shot, I suppose. I've tried some little bones that are very soft that eventually you can crunch down. I don't really like it. I don't really want to eat bones, but I mean that was like a lamb leg. That was really thick. Whatever floats your boat, you know? Whatever you want to do is cool. If it's still good for you and you like it, whatever. I met a lot of Ya's family, as I mentioned, and she has a lot of cousins, but she actually refers to them as brothers and sisters. China has this one-child policy where each family is only allowed to have one child. If you have another, you have to pay a fine, I think. I don't actually know all the fine details, but the main point of it is that, you know, each family should only have one child. I'm pretty sure it has to do with China's growing population being so huge. But because of that, Yao is an only child, and so are her cousins. And because of that, she refers to them as her brothers and sisters rather than cousins, which got a little bit confusing when she had to translate to us, who don't speak Chinese, who everybody was. Technically, those aren't the correct terms, but family-wise, they were. And, I mean, she has really nice family, like cousins or sisters or whatever. Really nice family. She also has this little baby niece. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. When she left, she was bundled up so big, you know, like that way babies get when they're so bundled that they can't put their arms down. They're kind of just like, oh. Everything is just like this. Finally, when the night was done, we went out and we got ourselves some fireworks, and we really enjoyed ourselves on New Year's Eve. We didn't think we were going to make it. I know on our New Year's back home, you always stay up till at least midnight, so you can watch that countdown, you can watch the ball drop in Times Square, do whatever you want just to celebrate the New Year coming in. And it's the same thing here, with the addition that you should stay up all night. For us, that was impossible, because even though we've been here almost a week, we're still under a little bit of jet lag, for one. And we have a really busy schedule every day, so without a nap, it's really hard. And once we finally got through it, you know, and we were outside and the cold hit you in the face again and kind of just wake up, and then things start exploding all around you. It was really fun. We actually were able to stay up till like 2 o'clock, which wasn't as great when you think about the fact that we had to be up at 5, which wasn't successful, by the way, this morning, but that was our night. It was great.